Good evening. I'm here at First Walk Restaurant located on 44th Street. So big shout outs to them. The room looks amazing and the food smells so good. I don't know if I'm gonna make it all the way through, but it's wonderful to see such a diverse group here tonight. It's just amazing that what the election does, the people that it brings out when you have a candidate that has something that you stand for. And I always tell people that when you get ready to vote, look at not the party, but who represents your everyday life the best. Who is it? Who's the person that when you get up, from the time that you wake up in the morning to the time that you go to bed, does this person fit somewhere in your life? Is there something that they're talking about that resonates with your spirit? Now, they may be independent, they may be a Democrat, they may be on the green team, the blue team, the orange team, or they may be a Republican. But if there's something inside of them that they're saying is resonating inside of you, then that's the person that you vote for. And most definitely, Lily's right here. As you can see, my little pins here, I am a United States Navy veteran, and and a woman veteran, and then we have a pin here for being a Michigan veteran. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I love the fact that Michigan gave us a pin. So we have a pin that we're able to get. And then of course that's the flag with the prayer because we got to pray and then my Navy, my little Navy pin that I wear. And I have on my political purple on today. Got my political purple on. But I met Lily when I had my stroke it's been 13 years now since I have been in the wheelchair. And my pastor at the time was Bishop Robert Dean. And I want to say 2 weeks after I had my stroke, he said, "Come here, I need to talk to you." And I'm looking at him, and I'll tell you, I was really bad off at that moment. But he wrote down a name and a number, and then he gave me 2 Facebook pages. It was Speak Up GR, and the other one was the Disability 18. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. It's like, where's my, I gotta get my little back up here. I get emotional about this. It just. My life had been turned upside down. I was 47 years old when I had a stroke. I was an empty nester. I mean, this was a time where I was supposed to be really enjoying life. And I went to 5 a.m. prayer and I had a stroke in prayer. And to get Lily's information 2 weeks after that, that was a godsend. Now, was I ready 2 weeks later? Absolutely not. No, 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 no. I was still whining and crying and complaining and saying, "Lord, why me? Change this, fix this. I don't want to do this." But while I was recuperating in the hospital, I turned to the Disability 18 group and I started looking at this lady talking about her life and about her son and the things that she was fighting for. And I was like, oh, she a mom, just like me. She in my Black and brown community like me. She might be a little yellow, but that's she's different. And I was like, that's my sister from another mister. It never had met her. But I tell you, there was something about her in that moment that I just fell in love with her. I fell in love with her message. I fell in love with the fact that she was a mom and she could understand my lived experience of now how my life was turned upside down. And I'm sure hers was when her son came. This is not what she expected. And I'm surprised Michelle's not here, but that was the other person that was her right hand, her right or left arm, and the toes and things, all of it. Michelle was just right there with her. And when we finally had the opportunity to meet, it was in the public and not so, it wasn't great because I didn't want to be in public in a wheelchair the way that I was. So I had an attitude. But a few years later, I ran for Miss Wheelchair USA. And when I tell you that Lily was right there. Well, I'm talking about she was 10 toes down and her fingers. Lily was there. But mind you, that whole time, because this is my 13th year in the wheelchair, she would encourage me. She would send different things and keep sending stuff out. And I'm just like, I'm not ready. I don't want to be in the public. I don't want people seeing me like this. You know, people are used to me at 47 years old. People have always seen me popping and clicking in 6 heels. And so you're talking about having somebody to dress me and now, you know, have to push me around and I cannot move on my own accord. I'm not ready for people to see me that way. But her stories, her journey continued to really inspire me. And I only say it was around 2017. And well, in 2014, the VA sent me to Disability Advocates of Kent County for them to teach me how to be disabled. And it was a 24-month program and it's called Independent Living. And Independent Living, it opened up my whole world to what it's like to be dis. That's what I call it. I got dis. And that's where Lily and our hearts truly knitted, is that 24 months at Disability Advocates. And you have not been able to separate us since then. I mean, we're always there, whatever's happening. And to see another woman have grace and mercy towards me. Okay, here I go again. Just, ooh, the grace and the mercy that she showed me. And she did not treat me less than. She knew to come and sit alongside of me instead of standing over me in my wheelchair. She came and she sat next to me. That I just broke down crying. And she had a chair. She was so close to me. She just reached out. She said, "May I hug you?" And I was like, "Yes." Yeah. It's moments like that. It's, this is the kind of candidate that you're supporting. Somebody who will step in your fight with you, whatever that looks like. If she got to kneel, she got to crawl, or she got to get in here and come and sit beside you. That's the kind of candidate that is running for us. She's not in my district, but she's going to be on a team that's going to make decisions concerning my life as it moves forward, as I'm aging with a disability at 60 now. You know, aging with a disability, and someone who, when I look on that down, I say, okay, what's on the floor today? Okay, I know I can count on Lily to vote in favor of this. I know that I can. And then circling back, when I won the title for Michigan for Miss Wheelchair USA, I'm telling you, Lily was just right there. I had different speaking engagements across, you know, the state of Michigan, and I tell you, Lily showed up to all of them. She said, Dr. Kimberly, where are you going to be today? Do you have anything coming up? And I said, well, I'm in Lansing, you know, tomorrow at the Michigan Economic Development Corps. I'm speaking for them. Okay, all right, thanks. I hung up. I'm like, okay, didn't think anything of it. How about I look up and there is Lily, her and Michelle were there. She said, I'm just here to support you. I'm just here, whatever you need, whatever you need, whatever you need. I'm here to support you. That meant the world to me, that she would drive, you know, that 45 minutes to an hour, especially that time of the day, to come and support. That's the kind of candidate that you're going to elect, that's going to represent you at the state level. I'm telling you, somebody with a lived experience that will get in there and fight for you. How amazing was it? Well, she kept saying, well, when are you gonna run? When are you gonna run? And I was like, oh no, this is not for me. But when I ran in 2022, and they had just done the redistricting. So in Kent County, I only had a small portion of like Caledonia, you know, that Cutlerville area. Okay, y'all know what color that is. And I have Allegan and Berry County. Y'all know what color that is. They said to me, the Michigan, the Michigan dams, the Kent County dams sat me down. Oh, I was already seated, so they had to sit down. And they said, we don't expect to win. No Democrat has won any of those spaces at all. Not even the gubernatorial race. Nobody's won that area. We need you to rally the people together. That's why we want you there, is that you have a way of showing up, getting the people to come together, because we don't have, a Democratic club in those areas. So that's what we're asking you to do when you run. And I'm telling you, it was a midterm election. So you people don't come out during midterm elections. And to see that I got more than 17,000 votes blew me away. So that means the Republicans voted for me, because how about there was only about 1,500 people of color, if you will. And I'm not saying the only people of color are Democrat, but for the statistics for my district, House District 79, there were 1,100 Hispanic, 300, maybe 400 Asians, and it only had reported 3 Black families. So that was a tough district, but guess what? It pulled the people together, and that's what's important, that it pulled the folks together. Lily, come on over here. Come. This is my family. And me and my whole heart and everything, as a Black woman, a veteran, a disabled person, a mom, a grandmother of 8, an entrepreneur, a TV show host, and what else do I do? Oh, I'm an advocate too, and I'll hang out with the governor and do all kinds of wonderful things. We've gotten several bills passed, so I'm excited about that. So I didn't get the office, but I still got the job. Now make that make sense. Happy to endorse you for House District 8. Yeah.
Thank you.
Love you. All right, is the time to eat?
Yeah, why don't we